Hello, Shiv. Good afternoon, everybody. Please join fast. We have lost half an hour already. Okay, in the last lecture, I told you in the next lecture, we will conduct one design problem on the oxidation pond, how to design the oxidation pond. So what is the use of oxidation pond? It is used for the low cost wastewater treatment, aerobically, anaerobically, and also through the facultative way. Okay, so these different types of bacteria will function for the degradation of organic matter that we have discussed. Okay, now what further we are going to discuss is how to design that problem. Okay, so I will display problem. So I request everybody to start copying down that problem and then we can solve it. Okay. So problem is in front of you. Please write down. Once you finish this write-up, let me know so we can start solving problem. Written, everybody? Respond. Is there anybody to respond? Whether that write-up of this problem is over or not? Whether I am in a wrong class? Is this my class?
Yes, ma'am.
पूनम माने, क्षितिजा जादव, श्वेता, ली, क्षीरसागर, सुनील भोसले, वैष्णवी पाडुळे, संकेत बोडके, वीरेश, हर्षदा देशमुख. Hello guys, are you in third year?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why you are not talking today? Are you joining first time my class?
No, ma'am.
Then why I am feeling like this? Poonam. Why I am feeling like this? Okay. I hope you have finished this write-up. Now, oxidation pond for the following data. What is the data given to you? The data is 24-degree latitude. Elevation is given 900 meter above mean sea level. Okay. Then mean monthly temperature range is given to you 30-degree maximum to 10-degree minimum. Population to be served is equal to 8,000. Sewage flow is given to you 160 liter per capita per day, that is LPCD. Desired effluent BOD5 is given to you 30 milligram per liter. BOD removal constant at 20 degrees Celsius is 0.1 per day, and the 5-day BOD sewage is 300 ppm is given to you. Okay. So total BOD load. First of all, we need to find out the total BOD load. So we'll go with one more slide. Control M. Escape. Here I will go for Control M, or may stop sharing this and then I will open the whiteboard, which is always better than the PPTs. Okay. So what is the data given to you? First of all, latitude is given to you. Okay. Then elevation is given to you. Then mean monthly temperature given to you. Population given to you. Sewage flow given to you. BOD inlet BOD is given to you. Effluent BOD is given to you. And pond removal constant at 20 degrees Celsius, that means K, or here we have used PT, is given to you as a 0.1 per day. Okay. Now, first of all, what we need to find out? First of all, we need to find out the total BOD. Okay, BOD per day. Why we need to find out the BOD per day? Because in the given example, BOD sewage flow is given to you, and also BOD in milligram per liter is also given to you. Okay, and the sewage flow is, so first of all we will find out the total BOD. So I will write here total BOD is equal to, it is given to you, what is given to you? BOD5. BOD5 is given to you, is it? Into what needs to be applied to find out the total BOD? BOD5 into sewage flow, because that BOD5 is in a milligram per liter, but total sewage flow, it is different. So you can find, from that you can find out the total BOD. So BOD5, how much is given to you? How much is given to you? Speak out, please.
300 ppm, ma'am.
300
ppm.
PM.
Yes, it is given to you 300 ppm. So I will write here 300 milligram per liter. 300 ppm in the sense 300 milligram per liter. Sewage flow, how much is given to you? 160 liter per capita per day. LPCD is given to you. But here we are finding total by multiplying the total sewage flow. So that capita gets vanished. So it becomes 300 milligram per liter into 160. Capita means per head. Okay. So we are calculating total now. We have multiplied by that total sewage flow. So from that we can find out total. So not issue of capita. So it becomes a liter per day. Now 300 into 160. Okay, and this liter gets cancelled and it becomes milligram per day. So write it the answer, and now you can convert it into kg per day, because usually we calculate the DOD in a kg per day. So 300 into 160 milligram per day, whatever the answer is there, let me know. Choice, I think, so 348, it is 148 and 000. Is it milligram per day? असंच येते ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now milligram to kg, you can convert it into kg. Total BOD is equal to 48,000 into 10 raised to -6 kg per day. बरोबर आहे का नाही? मिलीग्रामचं kg मध्ये करायचं असेल तर divided by 10 raised to 6 करावं लागेल. That means into 10 raised to -6. किती आलं? Agree that 10 raised to 6 factor application? Or otherwise, in simple form, I can write 0.048 kg per day. Right? It is 10 raised to -6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this 0 is 10 raised to -6. So it becomes 0.048 kg per day. So this is the total BOD. Okay. Now what is the next? We need to find out. Sorry, this is BOD per capita. It is a per capita BOD we have calculated BOD per capita. Okay, and now you can find out the BOD for total load of BOD. How you can calculate total load of BOD? Go back to your example. It is per capita. So sewage flow is given to you 160 per liter per capita per day, and BOD loading rate is given to you 300 milligram per liter. So from that BOD per capita load is, we can calculate it. Okay, but total BOD means it is per head. It is because here it is written capita, we can remove it from here. And if it is not written here, BOD, simply you can write down total BOD in liter per capita per day. So this is the 0.048 kg per day is the BOD per capita. But what is the population? We need to find out the total BOD of that particular city or the town or that village. And for that purpose, we need to apply the number of population. So I think population is given to you in example as a 8,000. So that total BOD you can find out by multiplying that population is equal to 0.048 into 8,000 is the population given to you. So from that you can write down the calculation, and that will be again in a kg per day because only population we have applied. So what is the answer here? कळालं का इथं? कळालं का?
मॅम ते केजी पर डेचं युनिट कन्वर्जन परत एकदा सांगता का?
कुठलं?
केजी पर डे.
ओके. हा. पहिली तर गोष्ट काय की तुम्हाला बीओडी दिलेला आहे. बीओडी किती दिलेला आहे? 300 मिलीग्राम पर लिटर. ओके. अँड सीवेज फ्लो यू नो. आता बीओडी जर काढायचं असेल तर त्या टोटल सीवेजला अप्लाय होतो. सो टोटल बीओडी इन अ गिव्हन सीवेज फ्लो पर कॅपिटा that we can calculate by multiplying BOD into sewage flow. मग आता BOD किती दिलेलं आहे तुम्हाला? 300 मिलीग्राम पर लिटर इंटू सीवेज फ्लो किती दिलेला आहे? 160 लिटर पर कॅपिटा पर डे. पण हा पर कॅपिटाच काढतोय त्यामुळे आपण इथला पर कॅपिटा कॅन्सल केला. बरोबर आहे? सो इट बिकम्स 160 लिटर पर डे. सो 300 मिलीग्राम पर लिटर इंटू 160 लिटर पर डे. आता इथं कन्वर्जन कसं आहे की मिलीग्राम पर लिटर into liter per day. Okay, so liter gets cancelled. Now what remain? Milligram per day. So this answer is in a milligram per day, but usually we are taking it into kg per day. Kg per day करायचं असेल तर 1 milligram 1000 milligram is equal to 1000 milligram is equal to 1 gram आणि 1000 gram is equal to 1 kg. हे रिलेशन माहिती आहे का तुम्हाला? माहिती आहे का?
येस मॅम.
हा. सो मग आता 10 म्हणजे किती? 10⁻⁶. इथला 10⁻³ इथला 10⁻³ आणि इथला 10⁻³ that becomes 10⁻⁶ मिलीग्राम is equal to 1 kg. बरोबर आहे का? अंडरस्टूड दिस रिलेशन?
येस मॅम.
हा. सो अकॉर्डिंगली हियर वी वॉन्ट टू कन्वर्ट मिलीग्राम इंटू केजी. बरोबर आहे का? वी वॉन्ट टू कन्वर्ट मिलीग्राम इंटू केजी. सो दिस मच 48x milligram is equal to how much kg? X milligram is equal to how much kg? So accordingly we multiplied. म्हणजे मिलीग्रामचं केजी मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचं असेल एखाद्या व्हॅल्यू 100 मिलीग्रामचं केजी मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचं असेल तर तुम्हाला डिवायडेड बाय 10⁶ करावं लागेल. आणि जर तुम्हाला केजीचं मिलीग्राम मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचं असेल तर आता 100 केजीचं मिलीग्राम मध्ये कन्वर्ट करायचंय तर त्या केसमध्ये 100 गुणुले 10⁶ केजी मिलीग्राम होणार. हे कसं लक्षात ठेवायचं की फ्रॉम स्मॉल दिस इज अ स्मॉलर युनिट and this is a bigger unit. Whenever you are converting smaller to bigger, at that time it will be divided by. That factor will go to the divide by. And if from bigger to smaller one, at that time that factor will go to multiplication. आलं का लक्षात? अजून एक सांगते मी तुम्हाला एक्झाम्पल फॉर्म मधून सांगते की मला 100 ग्रॅम माझ्याकडं एक्स मटेरियल आहे किंवा आय विल से आय हॅव 100 ग्रॅम गोल्ड. ओके. सो इफ आय हॅव 100 ग्रॅम गोल्ड, हाऊ आय कॅन से इन अ केजी? और सपोज सिंपली वी विल टेक आय हॅव 1000 ग्रॅम गोल्ड. लेक्चर चालू आहे, तुला फोन करते नंतर. 1000 ग्रॅम गोल्ड आहे माझ्याकडे, तर मी ते केजी मध्ये कसं सांगणार? कसं सांगणार?
1 kg.
1000 ग्रॅम आहे म्हणजे काय सांगणार तुम्ही?
1 kg गोल्ड आहे.
1000 ग्रॅम इज इक्वल टू 1 kg गोल्ड आहे म्हणून सांगणार. बरोबर आहे? किंवा तुम्ही 10,000 10 1 2 3 किती झालं हे? 10 लाख मिलीग्राम गोल्ड आहे माझ्याकडं. तर व्हॉट आय विल से 1 kg गोल्ड आय हॅव. ओके. म्हणजेच काय होतं की जेव्हा आपण स्मॉल फॅक्टरचा लार्ज फॅक्टर मध्ये कन्व्हर्जन करतो त्यावेळेस त्याला डिवायडेड बाय करावं लागतं. divided by 10 raised to 6. So it is converted into 1 kg. Okay? कळालं का?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So write down this much part, then we will go to the next point. Further example we will solve. So I will erase unwanted part. So you will be able to write only the wanted part. You can start solving until I am erasing the unwanted part. So this will remove your confusion. What is the answer? Answer you have not told me. 0.048 into 10 raised to into 8,000. Someone submitted answer. Let me check. Total BOD load is equal to 384 kg per day. Good. Good, Snehal. It is 384 kg per day. Hello. एक minute. You guys copy this word. Sorry, friends, as the admission period is going on, so I'm losing some control. Okay, I hope you have finished up to this. Now, total BOD we have calculated. Now, go back to your problem once again. Go back to problem once again. Read the problem. What is written? Location is given to you 24-degree latitude. Okay. So from that 24-degree latitude, you need to find out the aerial BOD loading. So for that purpose, I have given to you one chart. Do you have that chart? Check that chart.
Yes, ma'am.
At 24-degree latitude, what is the BOD aerial loading is given to you?
225 kg.
Correct. It is 225 kg per hectare per day. It is the aerial loading rate, is it? So I will write here permissible aerial BOD loading at 24-degree latitude is equal to 225 kg per hectare per day. Is it? Now, what is the next? Next, we need to apply the correction factors. So two types of correction factors we need to apply. But here in your example, I think only one correction factor we can apply. So what are these two correction factors for this aerial loading, BOD loading? One is first correction factor is in respect of mean sea level, okay, MSL, and another correction factor is against the temperature. If the climatic conditions are mentioned, climatic condition, when temperature of this climate, instead of temperature we can say it is a climatic condition correction factor. Climatic conditions if mentioned in the problem, and if it is the less than 75% climatic conditions are means sunlight is, what is that correction factor? Once again I will read, or you might have written. So I will go back and I will share that slide with you guys. Okay, you can see this slide. Okay, so here two correction factors applied. Where is that? Yeah, here in the BOD loading. Two correction factors. One is for the elevation and one is for the sky clearance. But in respect of sky clearance, nothing is mentioned in your problem. But in respect of mean sea level, it is mentioned. So you need to apply this formula to go for the first correction. And if sky clearance, in respect of sky clearance, anything is mentioned in your problem, in that case, you need to apply this another second correction factor also. But here it is not mentioned. So we will go for only one correction. And that correction is in respect of mean sea level. And for that purpose, how we can go for correction factor? 1 plus 0.003 EL. What is meant by EL? EL is the elevation of pond site above mean sea level. And in your problem, what is given that? In your given problem, it is 900 meter above mean sea level. It is given to you 900 meter above mean sea level. So that we will apply. Okay, understood? So how to apply that I will show you. But for your clearance, I have opened these slides. You have written, but I don't know whether it is with you or not. That's why I have opened this one. Okay. So correction factor we can apply now here. What is the formula to apply the correction factor of elevation? Correction factor, application of correction factor of elevation. What is the formula? That formula, please tell me. 1 plus, fast. 1 plus. No, tell me. 1 plus 0.003 EL. EL, no. So it becomes 1 plus 0.003 into EL is the given to you 900 per 100 meters. So it becomes 900 upon 100. So it becomes, what is the answer? Calculate it, answer. 1 plus 0.003 into 900 upon 100. Because EL is given to you, elevation is given to you 900 meter per 100 meter. So it becomes a 900 upon 100. So correction factor is, answer please. Yes, someone submitted answer 1.027. It's a 1.027. It is the correction factor. And if this another correction factor would have given that sky clearance, we would have been applied. If it is not given, we will not go to apply. Okay. So correction, now we can find out pond area. Pond area. What we are correcting? This is given. This is a lump sum. Okay. This is a thumb rule figure is given to you. And for that, we are applying the correction factors. First correction factor applied by us is the elevation level. So this will get corrected like this. Pond area is equal to so this is the correction factor. 1 second, guys. Before we go to correction pond area, we need to write down corrected aerial BOD. Corrected aerial BOD is equal to, how to find out that? We have already 225 kg per hectare per day. Okay, kg per hectare per day. And upon this correction factor as a sea level correction factor, it will be upon 1.027 in kg per hectare per day. So whatever is the answer, that way you can apply correction factor by dividing that correction factor to the aerial BOD, selected aerial BOD. So selected aerial BOD is 225 at 24-degree latitude divided by 1.027 is the correction factor of elevation, and that will be the calculation for aerial BOD loading in kg per hectare per day. Let me know the answer, please. Yes, it is 219.08 kg per hectare per day. It is a 219.08 kg per hectare per day. Okay, so this is about the BOD loading. Okay, now you can find out the pond area. Okay, pond area. How to find out the pond area? What we have, total BOD applied, we know. Aerial BOD loading applied, you know. So from that you can find out pond area. Pond area is equal to total applied BOD to this particular oxidation pond. Applied BOD upon the aerial BOD. Aerial BOD loading, which we have calculated. Okay, so total BOD applied we have calculated, and at the first stage it is 384 kg per day. बरोबर आहे, आपण हा कॅल्क्युलेट केला होता total BOD upon aerial BOD loading. Recently we have calculated, it is 219.08 kg per hectare per day. So from that kg per hectare, kg gets cancelled, day gets cancelled, and hectare kg per hectare. So it will come to the numerator. Okay, so 384 upon 219.08 hectare. So you can write it in a hectare, or you may write it in a, so please tell me answer. 384 upon 219.08. Rohit, tell me answer.
1752.
1.752. hectare. Okay, now it is a 1.752 hectare, or you may write it as a 17520 meters square. बरोबर आहे का? Why? Because 1 hectare is equal to 1000 meters square. So I can multiply it by 1000 here. So it becomes a 175, sorry, not 1000, 10,000. It's a 10 raised to 4. 1 hectare is equal to 10 raised to 4 meters square. बरोबर आहे का? कोणी करेक्ट करेल का मला जर चुकीचं असेल तर? बरोबर आहे का? 1 hectare is equal to 10 raised to 4 meters square. So I will write it in another form, 17520 meters square. That will be your pond area. Okay. So this way we have calculated pond area. Now, what is the next step? First, if you have determined pond area, next step you can determine detention time. How much time this water is going, wastewater needs to be remain in that particular waste stabilization period. So that is known as the detention period, or we can say it is a retention period. Okay. So for finding out detention period, we have seen the formula. What is that formula? Who will tell me that formula? I have asked you guys to note down that formula. Who will tell me? Detention period, can the removal of BOD in the pond follows a unimolecular pattern, and that formula I have given. So I will stop for time being and I will show you that formula in a PPT. You can see here. See, detention period we can calculate by using the formula T is equal to 1 upon PT into log to the base 10 into bracket LA upon LA minus LR. Or we may convert that formula T is equal to 1 upon PT log to the base 10 LA upon LE. Okay, LA upon LE. LA minus LR is equal to LE. And in the given problem also, LE is given to us directly. What is the LE value of LE? Okay, now I will once again I will go back to our whiteboard and we'll see detention period. So may I write formula? Who will help me to write the formula? T is equal to PT into काय formula? Sorry, 1 upon PT na? 1 upon PT log to the base 10 into bracket LA upon LA minus LR. बरोबर आहे? Or otherwise I will write 1 upon PT into log to the base 10 into bracket LA upon LE. Okay. So now first of all we need to find out the PT. So what is the formula to find out the PT? Please speak out, guys. PT is equal to, don't write, I will give you a time to write. What is the formula? Formula to find out the PT? P20 is given. P20 is given to you. What is the P20 given to you in a problem? What is the value of P20? Has Nehal? It is 0.1 per day. It is given to you now.
Yes, ma'am.
So PT is equal to 0.1. Sorry, PT is equal to. Formula tell me now. P20. P20 into bracket 1.047 raised to T minus 20. This is the formula. Okay. So PT काढतोय म्हणजे आपण काय काढतोय? PT. What degree Celsius temperature? Go back to your problem. There it is mentioned the temperature of the year, third or month, whatever is there, 30 degree maximum and 10 degree minimum. So we should go for minimum consideration because as the temperature is less, the rate of degradation is less. So we should assume the less temperature. So here I will write P10. I want to find out P10 here for finding out the temperature detention period at the temperature 10 degrees Celsius. I should find out at the 10 degrees Celsius. So that PT means P10 is equal to P20 already given to you 0.1 into bracket 1.047 in raised to 10 minus 20. Okay. So from that you can calculate P10 is equal to. Let me know the answer. Know me the answer? Detention period is equal to, yes, 0.063. Snehal has calculated 0.063 is the PT. Small P10, sorry, P10. She has calculated P10. Now, the value of P10, we can put it into the detention period formula. What is the detention period formula? Again, I will write it here as the next page is equal to P10, small t is equal to 1 upon PT. PT in the sense I will write here P10 into log to the base 10 into LA upon LA minus LE, or directly I should write here LR. I should write here LA minus LE is the LA minus LR is the LE. I will write it here. So 1 upon what is the PT we have P10 we have calculated 0.063. So 1 upon 0.063 into log to the base 10 into LA. LA value of LA is given to you. Applied BOD. What is the value of applied BOD? At the initial stage, it is given to you 300 milligram per liter upon value of LE. It is also given to you. BOD remained in a effluent. That means LE. So that value is given to you in your problem, 30 milligram per liter. Am I right? Correct me if I am wrong. Yes, please. Thank you. So from that you can calculate small t. Calculate small t and let me know the answer. That answer will be in a days because t is a time in a days. Let me know the answer, please. Let me check answer. 16 days, good. If it is coming into a points, you need to convert it into a full figure. So that way it is a 16 days. T is equal to 16 days. So you have calculated detention time, you have calculated so what we have calculated earlier. I think aerial BOD loading we have calculated, correction factors we have applied. Now we will go for the pond volume and pond depth. We will go for the pond volume first. Pond volume and pond depth. So total inflow, we have total inflow. What is the total inflow? Inflow means total sewage flow. 160 liter per capita per day. 160 liter per capita per day. Okay. And total inflow we can calculate by multiplying the population. So that capita gets cancelled. So that way we can calculate total inflow. 16 into 8, that 128. Okay, 1 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 liter per day is the total inflow. Okay, or I can write it in a meter cube per day form. Okay, so how to write that in a meter cube per day form? It is a into 10 raised to 3. 1280 into 10 raised to 3 liter per day, or I can write is equal to 1280 meter cube per day. Okay, I will rewrite properly because you have to copy it later on. Meter cube per day. Okay, so this is the pond volume. Sorry, this is the total inflow. If we know the total inflow and we know the pond volume, we can find out the depth. So this is the total inflow in the sense that quantity is coming into that particular tank. So that is the volume. So pond volume is equal to Pond volume is equal to 1280 meter cube. Sorry, total inflow we have taken pond volume 1280 किती आली मीटर क्यूब पर डे आली होती ना मीटर क्यूब पर डे करेक्ट. Okay, so pond volume is equal to total inflow into how many days we have taken into a days. So it becomes into 16 days. Okay, is equal to 1280 into 16. So that days gets cancelled and it will remain in a meter cube form. That day and this day and these days gets cancelled. So it will remain in a meter cube. So 1280 into 16 meter cube. What is the answer?
7680.
Huh?
7680.
7680 meter cube. This is the volume. And now you know, if you know the volume and if you know the area, you can find out the depth. Is it? So we can find out depth. Depth is equal to volume upon, yes sir, volume upon area. What is the volume? We have calculated 7680 upon area. What is the area we have calculated? Please go back and see that area.
17,520.
Ma'am, volume value
Volume we have
20480.
taken it here in a meter cube. So area we need to take it into meter square. मीटर स्क्वेअर मधला एरिया सांगा.
मीटर स्क्वेअर मधला सांगितलं 17,520.
Yes, 17,520. 17,520 meter square. So that becomes a depth in a meter. Okay, depth in a meter.
Volume value 20480 येते.
किती येते?
20480.
एक सेकंड ना, इरेज करते मी. चुकली होती का मग तिथली कॅल्क्युलेशन?
Yes ma'am.
ओके, थँक्स फॉर द करेक्शन. किती म्हटलं? 20480 meter cube. So here also it will change. (20,480 meter cube. मग किती आली डेप्थ?
1.168.
Correct, 1.168 meter. This is the depth. Now we know the depth, we know the volume, we know area. Then you can assume some ratio about the width to, what is the width to length ratio? What is the assumption given to you while studying? Check it once, please. किती दिलेला आहे? 1:3 किती दिलं होतं बघा बरं. Or we will add up to here. I will say here add up width to, check करते का कोणी?
And length to width ratio 1.5:1 घ्यायला सांगितले असावा.
1.5:1 length to width ratio. So you can take that ratio. Okay, 1.5:1. Okay, and then from this you can easily calculate length and width, because you know the area. A is equal to L into B. Suppose L we have taken 1.5. Okay. Sorry, L we will take as a L. Okay, L into 1.5 B. Okay, sorry, 1.5 L. Okay, so it becomes 1.5 L square. And area we have already calculated, it is 17520. Okay, from that L we can calculate L in a meter. So if you know L and area, again you can put this value value of A and value of L in this formula, and you can determine D. Firstly, you can calculate this first. Let me know.
11680 answer येतोय मॅम.
11680
680.
meter is the length. Na?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Length 108.07.
हा L square येतोय का इथला? हा
Yes, ma'am.
L square. मग त्याच्यावरून L सांगा.
108.07.
108.07 meter. Okay. Now you know length and you know area. So you can find out 17520 is equal to 108.07 into B. So from that you can calculate D. So everything you have calculated about the pond. Is it right? Understood? What is the B?
162.117.
162.117.
117.
Length to sorry, width we have calculated 162.117. So this way you can find out the design. And finally, a closing sentence you can write: design a oxidation pond with a width of this much, length of this much, volume this much, and aerial loading this much. Like that way closing sentence you can write down. This is the design of your oxidation pond. So may I give you time to write down this? You want to copy it? Hello? Do you want to copy this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me check if it is downloaded, whether it is getting into PDF कुठे जनरेट होते का बघते मी. अच्छा ठीक आहे. So I will give you time. So this you have completed. So go for this one. Timing I will note down your attendance, and we will finish this part. And here your chapter number 3 is over. No, that septic tank is not explained to you, no? So in the next lecture, remind me to explain septic tank first. Remind me to explain septic tank first, and then we can start the chapter number 4. निकिता भागवत, आकांक्षा काळे, पूनम माळे, स्नेहल पाटील, स्नेहल गायतिडक, मानसी, क्षितिजा, सुधाराणी पाटील. In between names I am reading: आकांक्षा सोनलकर, योगेश गायकवाड, सुदर्शन आयवळे, रोहित बाबर. So sometimes I should remind your names too. ऐश्वर्या माने, शुभम राजगुरु, श्रीनाथ पाटील, अमोल सातपुते, श्री मेंढेकर का, निखिल क्षीरसागर, स्वप्नील कोल्हे, हर्षानंद होनमुटे, समाधान भोसकर, सचिन जाधव, so if it is over, let me know. I will move forward. I will go to the next page. जाऊ का दुसऱ्या पेजवर झालं असेल तर?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
संपत आलंय. हा. Once you finish this page, let me know. We can move to the next page. This is pond area and detention period.
Completed, ma'am.
Okay, good. So we'll go to the next page. So if possible, in the next lecture, we will take one more example with little more speed, and then we'll go for the that last point remain septic tank, and then we'll declare that this chapter is over. Then second section is remaining, and this is quite easy to get finished. Fourth chapter is very interesting chapter, actually. Fourth chapter is interesting. Then air pollution. Sixth chapter is also interesting. Both are conceptual basis, but fifth one is a little boring. That only without any concept, only theory we need to understand. But important. Done? Over?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, may I go to the next page? That would be the last page maybe. Okay, finish this and then you can leave the class. हा कोण आहे या इकडे? हा या.